Hello and welcome to episode 53 of Kitze. Today's Thursday, 4th of April at 3:32, and in Kitze, I'm talking about my personal self-development journey, trying to make it in life, whatever that means. We're going to discuss productivity, habits, startups, etc. If it's your cup of tea, walk with me, put on your headphones, put on your shoes, and go for a 30-minute walk or 20-something, 7-minute walk, whatever. If you're new here, my name is Kitze, the founder of Sizzy, browser for developers, Benji, the Life OS, and Zero to Ship, the course that will help you finally ship your SaaS. Don't forget to send me some questions in the comments, and I'll answer them in a future episode. Let's review my stats. Sleep time and sleep score. We started staying with my wife on one hand, and on the other hand, we're finally getting a hold of our life. So we're staying a bit later, but what we would do previously, she would put my daughter to sleep around 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then she would come downstairs and she would be like, do you want to watch something? And I'll be like, I would also like to eat a sandwich while I'm watching something. And then 3 days later, we'll be like, oh, did we do like the passport and the thing? But what about like the going to Macedonia and the wedding and this? And we would be in chaos and be like, maybe tomorrow. So every day it would be like, just do whatever we do for the entire day. And then at the end of the day, instead of just sitting down, planning, reviewing our tasks, our household, our projects, and all sorts of shit, we would just watch TV and just go to sleep and then wonder why things are the way they are. Pikachu face, right? So now we started doing that, and we are actually enjoying it. Like we both enjoy being in control. Like we started doing a little review. I also started to use our little, we call them the lemon meetings, because people are like, oh my God, are you having a meeting with your wife? Like, you don't have to call it a meeting. Like, what is meeting? When two people meet, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I remember, like, we have started this like years ago, but we have rarely been persistent with it. So we would start it for a period, and then things would go great, and we're like, oh wow, it's almost like we should sit down and plan things instead of while she's doing the dishes and I'm doing something, cleaning something at home. We're like, hey, did you do the thing? Oh yeah, oh I forgot. Did you put a task? No, I didn't. No, but you should have done the thing. And like, that's not how you plan life, and that's not how you achieve things, especially when you have like a lot of rooms to take care of and a baby and a dog and a lot of shit to take care of. So now we're back on the lemon meeting. I think we called it lemon meeting because at some point we were making like tea with lemon. No, we were doing it in the mornings, and we would like squeeze lemon as like the first drink of the day. And we would just sit down, just review what is the plan, what is the calendar, do we have some clashing events, like I need to take the dog to the groomer, but she also needs something else. So instead of getting conflicts, we would just sit down for 5-10 minutes in the morning, make sure that we bang everything out. Like, okay, you do this, I do that, blah blah blah. We meet for lunch at that time, and then we just move on with the day. So we still call it a lemon meeting, even though we don't have a lemon thingy. We don't drink a lemonade, and it's at night. But we sit down, we basically review our household. Benji has a feature for like managing household and cleanliness on rooms, and like how long has it been since you've done certain tasks in certain rooms. And this is a huge house, so we're trying to have some interval, and it's like very hard to find like a proper cleaning person. We had a couple of cleaning ladies in the past, but like all of those agencies have just stopped working. So now when we ask them, when we text them, they're like, nope, we don't work anymore. And it's been hard to find a cleaning lady. So for now, we're just trying to get organized by ourselves. And we review the household, we review the task, we review my new the thing, like the Pomodoro Screen that I've been showing you, because I felt like like I'm going to work every day, but my going to work definition is so fucking broad. It can be like I can literally fuck around all day with a feature in Benji, and I can be like, I work hard to provide for this family for 7 hours. No, I fucking didn't. Like, it's been very unfocused, and it hasn't been according to any goals. So I decided to finally, keep myself accountable, and I made this screen. And when we started having, like a couple of days ago, when we started having these lemon meetings with my wife, I was like, can I just read to you like what I've done in the day? And then you just tell me if you think that it aligned with our goals or not. And I would feel guilty if every night, I open this screen and I'm like, I kinda, made memes and fucked around, and I wasn't productive and it wasn't according to the goals. So this is just an attempt for me to be more aligned with with my goals at work, and also for the personal tasks. For example, like 2 days ago, we also have these new things where we started giving our daughter a bath almost every day because she loves it, and she's freaking hilarious. She would just splash around. We bought her little ducks and toys and whatever, and she's like so happy. that, in the beginning we were like, oh, we got to give her a bath, let's do it next month maybe, and we would just do it every, I don't know, 7 days, 10 days sometimes. And then we were like, okay, like she's growing up, let's start doing it at least 2 times per week. But then like she's growing up and she's getting more interesting, so when you just bring her to the bathroom, she just starts splashing in the air with her hands and feet and everything, and she's like, oh my god, a bath might happen. And then we just naturally want to do it every day because we want to see her happy and we want to see her entertained. So we started doing that, and there goes my thought, because that was connected to something that I wanted to say. Loading spinner. Why did I mention giving my daughter a bath? Because we started a new routine, and few days ago, and God knows, like I don't fucking know, I went on a tangent. But yeah, and like after the bath, like my wife is like, okay, so now I'm gonna put her to sleep. Do you want to watch something? I'm like, no, we cannot watch something while you put her, because like while my daughter like is, before she falls asleep, my wife is breastfeeding her, and we can actually watch some content on TV or talk or whatever. I'm like, no, I cannot, no can do. I gotta go do the personal tasks. And I actually go, like my laptop is still locked in the attic. I still haven't touched my laptop. It's been a week, I think, of no laptop and no iPad in my life. But I have my PC unlocked, as I said. This main computer is locked, and I go there to basically check Benji personal tasks. Now, do I open Twitter from the Benji account just to check my profile for a second? Yes, I do, but that's only for a second. Like I open it, I just go see my last posted tweets, and I'm like, good for you. And then I close it and I really go and look at my tasks. Now, my golden retriever brain doesn't go and actually, like I have 20 things in my inbox, and doesn't go like slowly organize them, sort them by priority, and which things do we do. I'm like, okay, I need to order thingies for organizing the fridge. Okay, that should be a 2-minute thing, right? And then I go to Temu.com, this Chinese fucking garbage. And I spent, like the other day, all of my time, basically, hour and a half of personal tasks. Like I needed to mount a new bed for my daughter. I needed to mount her new stroller thingy. I needed to do so many things that are high priority without even me checking my to-do list. But because I wanted a small win, like I just wanted to check this off, like I ordered the thingies, and I want to see my number of to-dos reduce. And I just went in a rabbit hole of Temu. I added 50 billion things to my cart, and I'm like, no, we cannot continue just spending money like this. So I started removing things from my cart, and then it was like 9 p.m. and that computer locks at 9 p.m. and I didn't order anything. So that was 2 days ago. So what I wanted to say is, aside from the work Pomodoros, we are having this lemon meeting to also have some accountability on the other things. Like, hey, did you do the things regarding the passport? Yes, I did. Hey, did you do the stroller, the bed, the whatever was important? No, I didn't. I'm a donut. I'm a golden retriever donut, and I was on Temu browsing Chinese plastic garbage. So you can say that one day, but if you say it 3 days in a row, you'll feel like a piece of shit. So that's where were we? I started with a night review. So basically we started doing this like lemon meetings, and usually in the past they lasted like 5 to 15 minutes. Now, because we haven't done anything in a while, and it's like takes time to review all the things and to talk about all the things, they last longer. So we go to sleep later, and I haven't been on a good sleep schedule for a while. So basically I go to sleep around 11:30 to midnight, and I wake up at 6:30 to 7 o'clock, which is not enough hours of sleep for me. Some positive sides there is the meeting is back, so we're not just wasting time watching TV. I am trying to get back into the rabbit. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into. We bought 17 rabbits. I'm trying to get back into the reading habit with the simplest life hack ever. I've read this in every fucking habits book, that if you want to bring back a habit, you start simple. So if you want to start running, you don't set yourself a goal that you're going to run a half a marathon every day, but you actually say that you're only going to put on your running shoes, and that's it. And you just put on your running shoes. You don't even have to walk one step. And then after a while, once that is a habit, you'll be like, okay, now it's a habit to put my running shoes on. I'm going to go to the fence like of the building and then back. And then that's it. So I'm trying that method, and it's kind of stupid, but it also works. That I'm like, I want to read more, and especially I want to start reading because I thought I'm going to be the parent of the year, and I thought like during my wife's pregnancy, I was actually reading a bunch of books about babies and pregnancy and stuff. But then and listen to so many fucking podcast episodes about fatherhood. Now when I am a father, like I completely like, it's great that my wife is fully devoted, and I completely trust her. Like she's taking care of everything that's needed, like every new information that she needs to learn regarding like feeding her and which things are safe and unsafe and what she should try and whatever. She's doing great, and maybe that's why I could relax. But I also want to know a bunch of things. I don't want to feel like an idiot when my wife is talking to my mom or to someone about like, and did you know the things? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't have time. I was on Twitter, And I'm like, fuck. Now, how do I get this reading habit back, And what I decided just to take a book upstairs, because I got into this habit. Like for a few days, I sleep in the other room, as I said, because we were like, my daughter is waking up a little bit more, and I'm like, I need to be fresh in the morning. So I kind of got into a habit. Let me just sleep in the other room, and I'm like, oh, here we have a TV, and I can watch the shows at night. And now I'm back into that shit, and I'm like, I gotta go back to reading. What do I do? So I take the book, and I'm like, okay, you can watch the show even 4 episodes in a row if you want, but you have to read one book. Yeah, one page of this book. And I've been doing that for like 2 days, 3 days, just reading one page. And then I want to read more, but I'm like, don't, because tomorrow you're not going to do it. Like yesterday I read 2 pages. I'm like, no, let's just keep it to one for a while until I have this habit to pick up this bloody fucking thing and read 1 page. And then I go and watch Modern Family, which is one of the most hilarious shows. And what I love about Modern Family, I hate rewatching shows, and I've been roasting people who are rewatching shows, including my wife seeing Friends for 17 times. Like, get a life, touch grass. But I've been watching, like, I wanted to say this for a while, and I'm always skipping the last part of the podcast. So let me tell you what we watched lately. A couple of weeks ago, we finished Beef on Netflix, which it's been great. It's been, for Netflix, if the bar is Netflix shows, this is a great fucking show, because on Netflix you rarely find this show. So Beef is great. I watched 1 season of Atlanta on Disney Plus, thinking that like they had some beef with Lil Dicky and the show Dave being similar to Atlanta, and the show Dave is fucking hilarious and wholesome at the same time. I watched Atlanta like 1 season, like before I watched like a couple of episodes like a few years ago, and I'm like, okay, maybe, I don't know, I haven't laughed so far. It's supposed to be, I love Donald Glover and I love Community, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll give it another shot. And now I rewatched the couple of episodes and I finished season 1, and I'm like, it's not that funny, way less fun. Like I laughed a couple of times. They have this character who's a fucking idiot, and I'm like dying. Every time he says something, it's fucking hilarious. The problem is he said 3 things in 10 episodes, and the show is not that funny. So I decided, and I just Google Atlanta reviews, and there's so many people saying they jumped the shark with season 3. What is this garbage? Whatever. I'm like, fuck it. I'm not gonna rewatch. I'm not gonna watch that. I started Monk, which I wanted to watch forever, which is a very old show, and it's about a detective. It should be funny and also mystery, drama, murder, whatever. I watched 1 episode, but because it's 45 minutes, there's fucking no way I'm going to sit down and watch something for 40-something minutes. And when I started for the last few nights to sleep in this other room, I was just like, okay, let's find something dumb on Netflix. And I started watching F is for Family, and it was funny. And somehow I found myself just scrolling on the TV, just wanting to eat my ice cream with something. And I was like, oh, fuck it. Let's just play 1 episode of Modern Family. And I just realized the level of laughter compared to like Atlanta, F is for Family, Dave, or whatever else I watched. And then Modern Family is like up fucking here. I'm like laughing out loud. What else did I watch? Like the police, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's like, every once in a while, but Modern Family is goated. And one more thing I want to say, like all of these things hit different when you're a parent. Like we started watching Modern Family with my wife when we were literally 20-something years old. We were like, ha ha ha, families and a baby, but it's not that funny because it's not relatable. Now when I rewatch it, like I watched 19 episodes and I already cried 13 times, for fuck's sake, because, oh my God, I also have a daughter and I also think it might happen. It's like, it's super fucking funny and it's super fucking wholesome. It's like the way that the show is packaged is fucking genius, and I love it. And you haven't watched Modern Family, but you're watching some donut garbage on Netflix. What are you doing with your life? Yeah, so those are the shows that I watch. And I wanted to say that I'm in a bad sleeping pattern. So instead of just going to bed without devices, with only a book, somehow I'm watching a show before I go to sleep. I don't blame myself too much. We're gonna see how the situation is gonna unfold, because I don't like sleeping in the other room. I want to sleep back in the bedroom. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, because I don't know what's gonna happen with my daughter. Now she started waking up way more. She started babbling way more. I need to work and be focused for like 7 hours of the day, and I cannot sleep with headphones. So I don't know what is going to be the fix. I just hope I'm not going to sweep this under the parquet, fucking kill me, carpet, and just pretend, it's a thing. I know a lot of new parents do this, and luckily we have the rooms to do this, but I don't like it for to last for years. So sleep has been like it is, I've been thinking about something that a friend said, that, you're relying too much on your metrics of your Aura ring, which I canceled the subscription for and I stopped wearing it. And it's like, I don't want the hours of sleep to determine whether I'll be able to work out or whether I'll be able to focus or whatever. Because today I slept like 6-ish hours, and 2 p.m. my computer locks. And this is the biggest life hack. I swear to God, if this computer wasn't locking, I wouldn't be working out as much. It's like some Pavlovian response. As soon as it locks, like, do I curse it? And I'm like, you mother flicking, beeping, ticking, ticking, kicking for 5 minutes. And I'm like, I might as well work out. Like, it happens every fucking time. 5 minute beeping, freaking swearing. And then I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'll just work out. So today I go in the gym. I play a song. The song gets me hyped up. I start doing pull-ups. I did like 6, then 5, then 5, which is like my record of like overall pull-ups plus pull-ups in a row. I've never done 6. Good job, fat donut. And then I was like, oh, I finally downloaded Insanity. I want to do some high intensity interval training. And then my brain just went for a second. Yeah, but you haven't slept. What is with the Russian today, bro? Suddenly moved to Moscow today, god damn it. My brain just went like, but you haven't slept enough. And I'm like, shut up. I don't care if I've slept or haven't slept. I'm going to finish Insanity. And bro, like this is like, let me just show you the stats of this bloody thing. I wish these workouts were actually important in Benji. Wink, wink, Zico, if you're watching this. Fucking donut. High intensity interval training today is like 40 minutes. Average heart rate is 150 BPM. Active calories, 594. Total calories, almost 700 calories. Like it keeps your heart rate way up. And it burns a lot of calories. And I felt like I was already burning after the workout. I just entered the sauna and then did the cold shower. And I feel amazing now. You cannot do Insanity workouts every day because I don't want to do high intensity cardio every day. I want to keep, building muscle. But I finally have it downloaded. I'm going to try to alternate like 3 days of strength work trainings and 3 days of Insanity per week. Keeps the doctor away, you know what they say. So my point was I was still able to do a very hard workout. This is a very, very hard workout. Like the gym hasn't been that like drenched in sweat everywhere. Can you say that a room has been drenched in sweat? I don't think so. But I haven't seen that much sweat in the gym in a real long time. And I did it with 6-ish hours of sleep. So maybe I should just stop bitching about my sleep and not care about it that much. Weight, I haven't measured my weight. Hydration, I am drinking a lot of water, but I'm not measuring my hydration. I just stopped using the logging for some fucking reason. It's not for some fucking reason. I'm the person who hates uncertain things in life. Like I hate it when I fill that water bottle, which is supposed to be 1.2 liters of water, and I just fill it up to some point, and then I'm either lazy or it's like I cannot just fill the rest. I'm like, now what do I say? Is it 1.2? Is it 900? Is it 1,000? And when I don't have certainty, I might as well not do something. I'm like, nah, I cannot. That's why like I'm so bad at cleaning. Like a lot of times I try to help my wife with cleaning and I'm like, dude, I would rather pay for a cleaner. Like this is an illogical activity for my brain. Like my brain just doesn't fucking like the activity where I take a rug. Let's say this is a rug, right? This is how people clean. And then they put a little bit of water or whatever thingy on it. And then they wipe this table. And now this is dirty, and they continue wiping the other surface, which is clean. And when I argue about this with my mom or my wife, they're like, yeah, well, you actually wash this. And I'm like, but you don't go and wash it after every surface. You go and wash it every maybe 15 minutes of touching surfaces. And my brain just doesn't find that logical. And I'm like, anytime I've tried it, I'm like, no can do. I just cannot fucking, I think in a particular way that I cannot fucking do this. Or maybe it's a way for me to get out. My brain is too special to think about cleaning dust. Whatever, dude. Fasting. I have to continue the fasting because now I own Zico fucking 1,000 euros. I mean, he owes me 1,000 euros and I'm getting them back on 1st of June. And in order to do that, I gotta complete my fasting. So I've been doing that. Walking, I went out in the most bullshit fucking weather yesterday. It was so horrible. That snowy freaking rainy thingy. What is it? I've been saying this on the podcast in November, December, January. It's April, dude. Almost the middle of April. Next week is my birthday. Wink, wink. 9th of April. I'm expecting gifts. I don't know fucking how. Crypto wallet. Somehow. Fuckers. Not doing this podcast for free. So yeah, my birthday should be spring. It should be like the birds singing and the flowers and all of the shit. But no, bro. It's fucking snowing. And this morning, I swear to God, I just wake up, pull down the fucking blind, and there's like snow on the roof. Kill me, murder me, stab me, take my eyes out. Thank you very much. But I still went for a walk and I completed maybe 15,000 steps yesterday. Was it 15,000 yesterday or whatever? It doesn't fucking matter. But what matters is like, it's funny how the brain thinks, dude. It's like a lot of days. Wait, what? Oh, this is Saturday. Oh, my heart stopped for a moment. I'm like, I fucked up the bet. I thought I had 9.4 and Zico would keep the money. Holy fucking shit. I just swiped to the other view. No. Yesterday is like 12,000 steps. Fuck me. So today I would have to, despite like Insanity being like a very hard cardio training, like today I have 5,000 steps. So I would have to get out again in this bullshit fucking weather and go and walk. Let's look at meals. Like I'm not logging my meals. I mean, I am logging my meals kinda-ish. But I have. When was I in Warsaw? When was I in Warsaw? Tuesday, Monday, Monday. So as you can see, if I share my screen here, Monday is empty. But the reality here is like 3 burgers from McDonald's and fries and Cokes. Unhealthy. No. So that was my food for the day, and then I had protein ice cream. So protein ice cream. I don't know here. Let me just log these two. Okay. But yeah, I haven't been logging. Like I had like eggs and a bunch of veggies and whatever. I've been eating clean because now because of Zico, so I've been eating clean. And yesterday I've been eating clean, so nothing else to say about the meals. Let's just look at the Pomodoros because there's like in the Pomodoros there's a bunch of things that I want to mention about things. And let's just ignore. Well, the habits have been not going bad. I just feel overwhelmed by the amount of habits that I have, and like probably today, if we just go to habits, I haven't even checked anything for the day, even though I've done a bunch of things. I haven't checked anything for the day, and that's annoying. And I gotta get into the habit of checking my habits. Also, yesterday I will start checking them in the morning, and then I'm like, maybe I'll check them later, and then I forget, and I don't check them. So this is a problem with habit apps that even if when it's your own habits app, you just forget to use it sometimes. Also, Zico added this thing to distinguish between work and personal habits, even though I don't have any work habits here, and it's like so fucking annoying. And it's like I have one work habit here. You can see the building icon here, and this is a reason enough for me to just delete the entire app and never log my habits ever again, unless Zico removes that feature. Kill me, stab me. So, Pomodoros. Basically, I want to mention yesterday, like the main thing I've been doing is finally I started. I think I've mentioned, I'm not sure what I've mentioned yesterday, but we are preparing this CZ launch with Appsumo. And honestly, the process until now has been mentally draining for someone like me who's used to like structure and projects and tasks organized into places and like with nice deadlines and everything. Just working with someone, like I haven't had a boss in a while, and I haven't had worked with a company in a while where people use an ancient technology called Google Docs. So the amount or like we're using Slack for like texting and making memes, but we don't rely on like if you're not on Slack enough, there's gonna be consequences. So now I feel like we started to work with Appsumo. I feel like I have a boss again. And on one hand, I don't like it and I rebel against it. And I'm like, I hate everything about this. Like they added me to 6 Slack channels, and like in every Slack channel they're sending like giant messages with way too many paragraphs, way too many emoji. They're telling you to read all of that to process it. Some of those items are to-dos. They also send things via email. They also invited me to a platform called Freedcamp, where on the platform they're actually tasks. Now, can I do all of them? No, some of them are for later. Why the fuck do I see them now? And all of this just happened in a day. They're like, boom, we locked the date. This is going to be launched on that date. You have 6 days to do this. You have 9 days to do this. You have bump. And I'm like, oh, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I spent the entire day yesterday. Like, I cannot read through all of this because I can see my time ticking again while I was talking about other bullshit. Maybe I should just stick to keeping these podcasts about work things, But I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. All across the Pomodoros yesterday, you will see Sumo, convert Appsumo Slack messages to tasks, started watching Appsumo bug report videos and remarks, commented on all their remarks, moved them to my own to-do list. Now, they send me a Google Docs with a bunch of bugs in CZ, which some of them are improvements, and they put an improvement into this must be fixed before we launch. So today I spent my entire fucking day just fixing that, even though it was just a suggestion. And one of them was like a super edge case that almost never would happen, but because it happened to their tester, and I'm like, yeah, it might happen to a user. So I was fixing that the entire day. I've been super focused. I noticed that I struggle with concentration and shit when I need to choose my own tasks. If someone else gives me like a list of things that I need to complete in a day, dude, I'm a machine. I can outwork anyone. Like I can be super focused. Like I tried to optimize, like I added this little thing yesterday because I wanted to optimize not to take that many breaks. I mean, yesterday I went for a haircut, supposed to be my day off, but it wasn't because I was driving on Monday. And today, as you can see, I'm trying, wait, this is not correct, blank space. I need to delete this. Well, technically, yeah, I have this blank space here because this is my workout time. So I need to, what if I do a feature in Benji where it's actually a timeline of all of your things, not just a timeline of your Pomodoro. So here it would say like your event, it would say workout, sauna, whatever, instead of saying blank space and confusing me. Because I know that my breaks today were under 1 hour because I have almost 5 hours of work. So what I've been trying to optimize today is to not have that many breaks, to make the breaks shorter. Like in the morning, like we also have a new thing that from like 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. before I start my work, I'm taking care of my daughter, and it's like my favorite part of the day because she's so in a great mood in the morning. Like I literally, like when I just wake up, I just go to the toilet and I put the carrier on me and I take her from her bed and I put her here and I start with just like brushing my teeth, making coffee, making athletic greens, protein shake, whatever with her. And she's just moving her feet, like dancing all the time, like super in a great mood all the time. Like even took her downstairs. Like I started my work today with her and I put her here on a baby chair on the piano and she was just banging on the keys and stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is way too distracting. I got to take her upstairs. But tangents. I went on tangents. I started doing that in the morning. And I wanted to say something regarding the breaks that I do that to 8 a.m. and then I want to start my work at 8 a.m. and I want to, yeah. So basically I'm trying to batch prepare all of my food, snacks, whatever it is in that time before 8 o'clock, like my coffee, my water, athletic greens, protein shake, banana, apple, pistachios, like whatever I have, I put them on a giant tray. And then I'm like, I don't want to waste time going upstairs because I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. Every time I go upstairs, like even if it's for like, let me just refill my water bottle, like I'll ask my wife something or she'll ask me something, we'll get into a discussion, like something we need to plan, and then boom, like my mind gets snaps out of work and I'm into personal mode, or I'm thinking about my daughter's tooth that popped up or something that we need to do and I'm not fully focused. So from today, I'm starting to just batch prepare all of my snacks and basically lock myself on this floor until 4 p.m., not answering to couriers on the door, people who deliver packages, or today I even got like, I just went to the toilet and started texting, and the texting situation created a phone call, and the phone call created something that I need to think about in my personal life. And I'm like, why the fuck do I open text apps during, my work day? So I use the app blocker app to block Telegram, Viber, WhatsApp, Messenger, messages, and everything until 4 p.m. And at 4 p.m. in 2 minutes, when I finish my work, I can go and I can finally start texting people and stuff, because I really like want to optimize these hours to have like 5 hours of very productive time instead of 4.2 hours of like very scattered time and my thoughts being here and there. So yeah, the Appsumo thing is very annoying, the way that they work. And this is like a lot of companies work this way, like relying on people being online, relying on emails, relying on Slack and whatever. But on the other hand, it's been pushing me to spend the entire day today fixing sissy bugs. And no matter how annoying they were, I pushed through it. And it's very satisfying when you finish something and the code base is like very complex and it's hard to navigate. And it felt nice. It feels nice. It feels like Sissy is so fucking back. And hopefully the new version is going to be a banger. And we're going to do the Appsumo release on time. Otherwise, there's some like penalties if I don't do stuff on time. Anyway, I'm going to continue talking about this tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Do your homework in the description. And I'll see ya donuts in the next one. Bye-bye.